I was out a little earlier, Luke, just watching Jordan warm up, and 3 courts down was Alex de Minaur warming up as well. They using practice partners provided by the tournament. Also was having a talk with Marinko and Luke Fuller. And, they really feel that Tomo is primed for this match.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about de Minaur adding a little bit of, muscle to his game. Thompson, I feel like this year he's being a little more aggressive too. Obviously, he's such a great mover, gets a racket on everything, but now I think he's trying to impose himself more. Yeah. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, it is. It's probably been a knock on Tomo, and in particular, we're going to keep watch on that in this match, because if he doesn't play aggressive and proactive tennis, I think he's going to be on the receiving end of a lot of de Minaur's shots. Part of the goal.
15-30.
Matosevic, who also coaches Chris O'Connell, who had a good run to the 3rd round here, but when he took on Jordan Thompson, he said, look, I'm only going to work with you if you're willing to actually make some alterations in your game. And one of them is to start being aggressive. If you want to impact against the marquee players, you've got to use your game and not fall into defense.
Ooh, that was a nice ball up the line. De Minaur had to rush to his right.
30 on.
These two are long-time Davis Cup compatriots, teammates. And, I would think the first probably 10-15 minutes leave. This might be just a feeling out period. They know each other very well. They've spent time practicing, staying at each other's place in Florida, where Tomo resides, in Valencia, I should say Alicante, where de Minaur has a place. Obviously back in Sydney, Australia.
Yeah, there's a nice backhand up the line.
40-30.
Yeah, de Minaur has a place in Alicante. In fact, he went to primary school in Spain and finished his high school on the road, but obviously his family splitting time between Sydney and Alicante, Spain. Oh, yeah, that's a big two-hander. Yeah,
Yes.
Demon's mom is Spanish. His dad is Uruguayan.
There's the return that's just pushed Tomo back, and his reaction, he doesn't get the racket going through the ball. Just kind of tried to steer it, and that opened the opportunity for de Minaur to accelerate through his backhand.
Advantage, de Minaur.
Yeah, there's a sort of a tense-looking forehand that found the bottom of the net. So Thompson finds himself staring at a break point. Well, he tried to drive the backhand, but missed it.
First game.
So maybe a few nerves in the Thompson game. The body and the mind are so closely tied. If you can be fit, you can maybe think clearly for long periods of time.
Yeah, the person that's taking care of the body of Alex de Minaur is the trainer that's sitting next to Adolfo Cateres is Emilio Pagan. He's the strength and conditioning. So there's Adolfo in the white shirt, and just to his left is Emilio. Next to him is Katho Yenyi. She is kind of the day-to-day person that takes care of some of the business. Boy, they all have teams though these days, don't they, Leaf? When you and I played, it was just you travelled solo, right? Or you had your doubles partner or maybe a coach, but now you have a staff of 4 or 5.
So wonderful work from both men. Thompson trying to find some openings. De Minaur going up for the smash.
Yeah, doesn't get enough credit, I don't believe, Leaf. I don't know about how you feel with De Minaur's volleying ability, but everyone talks about his speed and how he absorbs pace, but boy, when he is playing well, he is excited about going to net. He doesn't miss that many volleys.
Forty love. .40-15.
De Minaur's been to the quarterfinals here at the U.S. Open once before. That was in the pandemic season, 2020. Lost to Dominic Thiem on that occasion. Of course, that was the year that Thiem went through and won the title. Thiem beating Sasha Zverev. Zverev was up 2-0. Serve for the match.
Game De Minaur.
All right, backs up the break with a hold.
De Minaur leads 2-0, first set.
Yeah, and I think that might have some impact in the outcome of this match. The fact that Alex has made the quarterfinals here a couple of other times at Slams, Roland Garros this year, so Wimbledon. And for Tomo, he's matched his best performance, 4th round here at the US Open. So this is really new territory for Jordan.
Oh. 15 love.
I'm sure some coaches will say, well, it's just another tennis match. And at the court, the same measurements, but there's a lot more there, isn't there?
There's the psychological, the mental impact. And in particular, when you're playing a compatriot, a good friend.
30 love.
You can hear Matosevic's voice in the coach's box there. They're happy with that serve, sliding down the tee. There's Marinko again. Very casually dressed today. He was out on the court as well, just in shorts, t-shirt, thongs. He wasn't wearing any tennis shoes today.
I thought I saw him with the flip-flops.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Flip-flops is what you call them over here. We call them thongs.
Right. Yeah, that's something altogether different.
Yeah, the thongs is not the beach wear.
If you're we're sporting that, we'd have a different story to report.
Oh, yeah.
But I think you're right. I think he does bring sort of that relaxed sort of attitude. It seemed like, you know, Thompson was on the court enjoying those moments, and he was looking pretty relaxed in his preparations. Still trying to get on the board.
Well, I'm glad to see that he attempted a serve and volley, albeit it was a surprise serve and volley because it came behind a second serve. But that's been his MO throughout the tournament, Leaf, is his willingness to go forward. And we haven't seen him up at net. We've played 2.5 games, and he's kind of been stuck behind the baseline, just trying to keep the point alive. And that's not the way forward for Tomo. He's got to be able to take those risks, get into net. Just trying to force the issue there and making the error. I think he was also implying that the ball's not just going anywhere, and that is a sure sign that he is very, very tight.
Game, de Minaur.
All right, another mistake. So another game for Alex de Minaur.
De Minaur leads
Out of the block strongly at 3-love.
He's out rallying you. You've got to play more aggressive, get to net. Come on, mate.
Love 15.
So de Minaur has the 3-love lead, and he's got his toe on the baseline, trying to continue to build on that down love 15. Charge up Thompson. Certainly charged up the crowd with that beautiful pass up the line.
Brilliant. This is what Tomo can do. Just get the ball back into play. De Minaur moving forward again. There's another bunt. That's a good volley, but an exceptional passing shot off the two-hander.
Yeah, that was a nice little tap on the strings from de Minaur, saying too good. And sometimes that's the best way to deal with your opponent's good plays.
And that's was the first winner
15-30.
by Jordan Thompson. If you look at the stats already, Leaf, I mean, it was pretty barren for Jordan. Hadn't hit any winners, 9 unforced errors already. Serve just not really effective. And the serve has been super effective for Jordan in the 3 matches up until the beginning of this match.
30 on.
All right, some good work from Thompson there. De Minaur was really stretching the court, but Thompson, he's so good with his position, his feet, gets outside the ball and then recovers and gets back into the space so well. All right, chance to get one of the 2 breaks back for Thompson.
Deuce.
And missing with that return into the body. Jordan's trying to move out of the way. Just lofts it long.
Yeah, finally gets him. Incredible build-up in the exchange.
Advantage.
It's an engaging rally.
De Minaur.
But most of the time, I feel, Leaf, is that Alex is coming over the top of the ball. He's the one that's trying to create something, and Jordan up the other end is under a lot of pressure right now. He's fallen back into a reactive game. He's chipping the ball back. Court position is eventually, as the rally goes on, it's going a little further back, and it's, you can't be effective from back there.
Game De Minaur.
Very difficult, I should say. You can be effective if you take a big swing.
De Minaur leads 4
At the
games
moment,
to
there
love.
is so
First
much tension in Thompson's shoulders.
Yeah.
That really hard for him to really strike out at the ball.
Yeah, that was a 31-shot rally to get to add, and then the serve finishes the game off. You can download the US Open app. You can follow the players, track scores, watch match highlights. You can even watch live 3D views of all the singles matches. It's available with Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Yeah, it's taking a little something special to finish off a point at the moment for
15.
Thompson, as de Minaur's getting his racket on everything. And you're right, he does look fairly tense. There wasn't a lot of freedom in those overhead smashes. Get a game on the board, you know, that kind of thing will help make you relax a little bit more.
$15 all.
And still reacting to the de Minaur backhand cross court. And that's the beauty of this 5-set format, Leaf, right? You can kind of go down in that first set. It doesn't count you out of the match. Still time to resurrect your game in the second set.
Some incredible court coverage, but in the end, de Minaur just too good. That backhand volley cross court was
15-30.
sweet. Look at that.
That volley was just a sweet one, but I was surprised that Tomo even able to get the ball back into play again. Lucky for de Minaur that he was ready up at net there. That's a stat there that Thompson really should be looking to reverse. He needs to be going to net more. But in order for him to get to net, he's got to make that approach shot there. That's a shot, you know, and at this moment, no doubt he's panicking. He's a bit out of breath, I'm sure, and some negative thoughts, but you've got to start to recognize, go to a big target on the approach shot rather than a small target. Try not to be, you know, hitting the perfect approach shot.
Game de Minaur.
All right, so de Minaur gets the first 5
De Minaur
games.
leads 5 games to love first set.
The seated man sits down comfortably here in this. Or you can hear Marinko Matosevic urging his man Thompson on to be a little more aggressive, try to get to the net.
Step into shots, come on.
And I'm only kind of having a bit of a chuckle because, again, Leif, I know Marinko very well. I've worked with him for a number of years, and he is, I mean, a special individual, a character, I think is what the best way to describe him. But how hard must it be for Stephen Thompson, Jordan's dad, that's sitting right there as well, who has had obviously a lot to do with his son's game, but it's got to be tough for him to be sitting there watching this at the moment as well.
Oh. 30 love.
Anything you would go with watching one of your sons go out there playing tennis?
Yeah, that's never easy watching your kids play and never watching them when they're struggling.
Yeah.
40.
Because you want the best for him, but that's not what Thompson's enjoying right now. As de Minaur's got set points. Beautiful serve right down the tee, 118 miles an hour.
Game in first set.
All right, a love service
6
game.
games to love.
And that goes along with the 6-love set. As de Minaur, so comfortable in that set, and did not make many mistakes and applied a lot of good pressure, which for improved play, improved fortunes in the second set, yet to win a game so far tonight.
Love 15.
It's the right way.
just reaffirming to him that's the right way to play. If you make that first serve, look for the forehand and move forward. Just a matter of execution right now.
Keep hitting through it. Keep getting through it. Under and through.
Yeah, simple and sound advice there. Just under and through. Got to get that bottom of the ball to carry the net over the top to dip it inside the lines.
30-15.
So that was the quickest of the first serves for Jordan, 114 mph. And he can hit it faster than that, but when your shoulders are so tight, it is really hard to get some velocity on the serve or even off the ground in rally mode.
Yeah, there's some nice tennis there. Nice to see him up inside the baseline.
40-15.
Inside the court, making something happen.
Use the serve and volley as well. Come on.
And Marinko's just trying to advise him to use different assets in the Thompson game, and one of them is his foot speed. So instead of using your foot speed to defend and drift back, why not use your foot speed in going forward, maybe taking the ball, going in early. Here's a handy serve. Too good. There was the return, though.
40-13.
Oh, mate, nice and high.
All right, and a little bit of emotion from Thompson as he is on the board.
First game, second slice.
Boy, that feels good. I mean, we've all had moments.
Well, I've been the recipient of a love and love a couple of times. Never.
Was that Ivan Lendl?
15 left.
No, thankfully it wasn't Ivan. It was against Andre Agassi.
Ooh.
Then I did have to play him 6 weeks later and was able to turn it around and pick up a win, amazingly.
Yeah, that's tennis, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. When you win, you win. When you lose, you learn. I learned quite a bit from the love and love.
Yeah. If that's the case, I must be a genius by now. But well, I think Thompson's done some learning himself.
30-15.
How can he improve? What are the tactics that are going to help me get back in this? He's got the opening game. And here's a nice play at the net. I mean, now he's using his speed, as you said, at the net, moving forward, getting inside the baseline. Oh, yes. Excellent move forward on that floating ball. What a volley.
Yep, tremendous.
40-15.
Did you think, though, Leaf, that Jordan, on the forehand there, on the replay, we saw the first forehand. That was the one I felt like that there was the door open for him to move forward, but there's slight hesitation, and then he has to defend immediately.
Yeah.
The first opportunity, the experience of de Minaur wins the point, he moves forward.
Game de Minaur. 1-all, second sets.
Yeah, better game from Jordan Thompson, but de Minaur is still able to hold serve. Yeah, remarkable that there were 12 Australian men in the singles tournament. Great to see so many players. Of course, the US 17 players, France 14.
Yes.
Serving volley.
One of our largest contingents that we've had here in the main draw. A little early, we have 10 players in the top 100, so we're doing quite well at the moment. Got a nice mix of some youngsters, a couple of veterans in there that are helping guide those younger players.
Yeah, with Thompson's run here, he's going to be close to top 30. So there'll be 3 guys in the top 30 with Demon at 10. Popper 28. He might go up a couple spots. And Thompson right around 30. It's impressive.
Yeah, he lost first round last year here. He actually didn't complete the first match. So Jordan will take a jump up in the rankings.
Yeah, that loss was to Botic van de Zandschulp, the player who beat Carlos Alcaraz this year. Well, he did well to scramble and get the lob.
40-15.
And you were someone in your playing days, Leif, you liked getting to net if possible, and you can't always have a 100% winning record though when you go forward. There are times you're going to lose points, but it shouldn't deter you from continuing on with the idea of getting to net.
Right. He's able to finish off that game. Obviously, you want to try and play your game as best as you can. Make adjustments on the fly. Something we're seeing Thompson do here in the. Now, de Minaur is so quick.
15 love.
As he gets that opening point of his second, I should say, is the 4th game of the 2nd set.
First serve percentage by de Minaur is just jumping up a small amount. That's where Thompson, I feel like he's got to try and impact the second serve. He has another look at a second serve here. It was a quality second serve, Leif, but Thompson's direction. The return, it just went up the middle. It's almost like he's giving too much respect at this stage to that second serve. It doesn't help when you're down 6-love. You're trying to build, get involved in a return game. But
Game de Minaur. 2 games all, second sets.
All right, 2 games all. Alex de Minaur has already joined a fairly exclusive club of Aussie men singles players to reach the round of 16 at all 4 of the majors in a season. Leighton Hewitt, Roy Emerson, Rod Laver, John Newcomb, Tony Roach, Fred Stolle.
Oh,
Love to hear those old
shabby names, aren't they?
Stay connected to the U.S. Open on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and WhatsApp. Join the conversation with hashtag US Open. Oh, that's a shot.
Love 15.
Well, look here. Not a bad attempt by Thompson, although he's not reaching the service box. So he was going to be under stress anyway, but a threading of the backhand by de Minaur.
$15
Got down well for that half volley, just bunting it over the court, and the ball is losing velocity. It's down below the level of the net, making it that much tougher for de Minaur.
$30-15.
Oh, yes, good feet. You could hear them working as he went back
14-15.
quickly for the smash.
Game Thompson.
All right, he's got it going on in the second set. This looks a little more familiar to the Jordan
leads
Thompson
3
we've
games
seen
to 2
throughout this
second
season
sets
as he's
to set de Minaur.
taking care of his serve now, and he's got day here on
15.
Armstrong, continuing with a battle of Australians, a battle of Sydney-siders, right?
It is. It's the Sydney Derby right here.
The Battle of New South Wales happening right here on Armstrong.
Well, actually, the 5 highest-ranked Australians at the moment are all from Sydney.
Yeah, what's
de Minaur,
Popperin,
Thompson, Hijikata,
Hijikata, Duckworth.
Yeah.
30 love.
The next one, Kokonakis. He's an Adelaide
Is
boy.
he Adelaide
yes,
boy like
yeah.
yourself? Yes. Leighton Hewitt's from that part of the world. There you go. Yeah.
Darren Cahill, it's Adelaide.
Wow, what's going on down there in
Alicia
SA?
Molik, Adelaide. Who else? John Fitzgerald.
Oh, Fitzy.
Von Dyke.
Wow. Impressive list of guys and gals, that's for sure. Got to mention Ken Rosewall, though. He's from Sydney, isn't he? Great Sydney sider.
Well, those illustrious names that you mentioned before, yeah, they're
40-15.
all, apart from, Emo and Rocket, they're Queenslanders.
Rocket was Blackbutt. No, Blackbutt was Emo.
Emo, that's, Black Butt. Yeah.
Rockhampton was Rocket.
Yeah, the Rocket.
Now, this is one of Thompson's better strikes there. It had a little more pace.
40-30.
And there's good depth there. That's a wonderful combination if you can do pace and depth. Still a chance for Alex to get the game.
Yeah, he's definitely loosening up, is Tomo. He's hasn't allowed his emotions to take over. It's
Oh, yes.
nicely done. It wasn't the best approach shot, was it? It was just kind of down the middle. It didn't find a corner. Wasn't near any of the lines, but the fact that it was in the eyesight of de Minaur.
All right, here he comes. And what does this look like
Thompson.
to Jordan Thompson? A breakpoint chance.
Well, footwork helped him here because he danced around, was able to load up with the right leg and then just bring the weight across over to the left. And wow, 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 we see the first break opportunity for Tomo.
And he's there.
Game Thompson.
Up at the net with the volley winner. And things starting to happen here for Jordan Thompson, who's got 4-2.
Thompson leads 4 games to 2 second serves.
And that was a good return. He didn't try to go for broke. But, he then realized that it was an opening, powered the forehand, and then backed himself by coming forward in the volley. They're not excited, are they?
No, they're out of their chairs.
They're just standing to stretch.
All right, serving, trying to underline that break. A little serve and volley tennis.
Yeah, he's put in some work to create that break. Now there's a little extra work to be done to consolidate.
Was incredible. The speed and then the hands once he got there. Wow.
Yep. Great pick up there by Alex. Tomo moving forward, though. That's a positive move. Hard to say that it wasn't the right move to make, but at times you've just got to say that's too good against your opponent and not let it phase you. Don't retract. Go back into your shell. Maybe keep going and say, can you do this again?
15-13.
Well, nothing like winning consecutive points to build a little bit of momentum. Here's de Minaur looking to strike right back in the 7th game.
was a missed forehand long, but I got the sense that he was just trying to keep prodding Jordan. He was trying to accelerate with a few forehands just to keep that pressure on the server's end of the court. The miss, though, just brings it back to 30-all. The game is still alive, isn't it?
Oh, yes, quick hands.
Once
again, the ability of Jordan up at net, using his skills from being a successful doubles player. He and his partner, Max Purcell, they're still alive in the doubles quarterfinals. So he's building confidence by playing and winning doubles, and that helps him on the singles court. Beauty.
Game, Thompson.
Yeah, that was a beautiful serve. So Thompson takes care of business.
First set, de Minaur.
5-2. All right, Alex de Minaur down 2-5 here in the second. He's got the opening set. Yeah, that 5-2 scoreline can be a little misleading. You feel like that's a long way to go, but it is just the one service break, so it's doable if you're thinking of making a comeback. Oh man, these guys are so good in the corners.
15-all.
That's such a lovely pass.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot wrong with the approach shot, Leaf. Perhaps the approach shot was even too good, too much pace, because it didn't allow Demon to actually find any position up at net. The ball was sailing past him, and he hadn't even put in that prop step.
Third C15. Fourth C15.
Just too good. I mean, we're seeing some brilliant shot making. Didn't see all that many in the first set. It was just one-way traffic for the Demon, but Tomo has come alive in second set here. He's come up with some passing shots, and that was just a beauty.
Yeah, both men on the backhand side, they slide out with the left leg, right? It's open stance tennis. And they're generating pace out there. Awesome.
$15 love.
Thank you. That was a nice gift. Only the third unforced error from de Minaur in this set. That is a nice bonus for Jordan to give him 15 love.
Well, he may have gotten away with that one as de Minaur stayed home
30 love.
and had a swing at that down the line space, missed it. Well, Coach Matosevic has to be feeling better now. A couple points away from getting even.
Now those beads that he has around his neck, Leaf, he doesn't always wear that. It's only during the matches.
Good luck charm.
They are.
$30-15.
He used to wear those when he played, didn't he? I thought he wore something like that.
Not those.
Oh, okay.
They're a recent addition. He's travelled far and wide. I think specifically in some parts of Asia, he's been able to procure those beads. They bring good thoughts.
Left for service.
Orally Tort is working the chair tonight. The last remnants of the sun making its way through some of the cracks here in Armstrong.
And this is the push for Alex.
30 on.
Great return. Dipping. Ever alert is Demon, moving his feet, starts bouncing up and down as he's ready to return the serve of Jordan. A couple of times in this game,
40-30.
Alex has tried to hit the backhand cross court, and this is the one. Just not enough clearance, and with the way that the nets are pulled so tight at this year's Open, all sits up nicely for Tomo.
Oh, he missed that. So Jordan Thompson bouncing back from a terrible opening set. He's got the second set 6-3. One set all. Game court in the lower left there of your picture from above. So de Minaur serving first in the third set.
15 love.
Newest member of the world's top 10 at number 10. Wonderful season, including a couple of titles in her Hertogenbosch and Acapulco.
$15 on.
So there's a more compact return. The serve pace was 90 miles per hour. Jordan shortens the swing and finds the open court. Now that they're at parity, a set apiece, I just wonder, is that key for Jordan to keep being aggressive and go to net? Will he, that second serve of de Minaur, will it to remain stress-free? And if you're being attacked by someone, each ball there, a shorter ball, when you lose your length, if they're coming forward, one way to counteract that is by going forward yourself. Demon taking the opportunity there.
Game de Minaur. New ball space. First game,
that was an interesting little bit of defense as that ball floated deep into that backhand corner and worked out well for Alex.
This is coming from someone that didn't really own a big first serve, but I valued those new balls when they were brought into play because I needed all the help off the court.
Right. Yeah, those new balls will travel through the air quickly.
And I think even Marinko, you could hear in the courtside mics, believe he was saying, you know, for Jordan to recognize new balls, make use of them.
Third to love.
Yeah, he's done well.
40 love.
Good boy.
Yeah, he has. He's the numbers that we saw in the first set. You can just really just put a line through it. Best forgotten. It's just you've got to accept that it was all about nerves. That he's found his rhythm with that first serve.
40-15.
Okay.
Again, there's the role of the coach to make an error. It came at 40 love, so it's the impact isn't as severe, but never mind. Next one, you're still up 40-15.
Game Thompson.
Yeah, obviously the good first serve.
Some seconds hidden charge. Don't worry about it. Just be proactive. Yeah. He's serving your body a lot. Yeah.
Saying that the first serve can win you a lot of free points, but it certainly keeps your momentum going, doesn't it? You get into the point as you want to.
Let first service.
Maybe even saves a little bit of energy. You don't have to serve as many second serves. A lot of positivity coming from a high first serve percentage, and he's done better and better as he's gotten into this match, Thompson.
Alex is sort of better in this, still in this is only the second game that he's serving. But in the big picture, that first serve percentage of de Minaur, #1 Australian, is still below 50%. His win rate is up above 75%, but I'm sure he would like had to land a few more first serves. However, the matches that he's played leading into this match, he hasn't really got above 50% of first serve. So it's an area that just hasn't been working for him as yet.
30 love.
Keep stepping in, yes. Keep stepping into it. Come on.
Yeah, might have extracted, baited the double fault. Jordan, he's looking to try and inflict some hurt on the de Minaur second serve. He's doing a little extra with that second serve, double faulting. Heavy strikes from the Australian.
Yeah, that's interesting watching de Minaur produce his forehand. He can actually hit it pretty flat when he wants to, which in the modern game, not everyone can do that. It seems like everyone has a little bit of spin on it, but he seems to flatten it out when he wants.
Game de Minaur.
I think that's an added little bit of weapon because he can inject pace that's tricky to deal with.
De Minaur leads 2 games to 1.
That shoots through a fast hard court like this. So that forehand has helped him. It's certainly helped him get the game as he's taken just a moment to change ends. But that's 2-1 quarterfinals. Here's Jordan Thompson. 1-2.
love.
Leighton Hewitt is obviously a mentor to both of these guys. I don't see him sitting in either box. Probably best that he's not choosing a side here. I think probably the best and the fairest way to do that.
Yeah, Leighton is the Davis Cup captain. Both of these guys are members of the team.
30 love.
Has spent some time working alongside Adolfo Gutierrez, helping, guiding Alex. He's been here throughout the tournament, but yeah, I think that probably the smartest move is not to be sitting in Alex's box or Jordan Thompson's box.
Right.
In the second round of the tournament, I believe Chris O'Connell and Jordan Thompson were scheduled to play at 11 a.m. And Marinko, obviously can't be in 2 places at once, so he elected to go and watch Chris O'Connell. Leighton ended up helping out and sitting there watching Jordan win his second round. So he is quite flexible, but in this situation, yeah, probably the wisest option is he might be lurking up high in one of the seats. I don't know. The cameras haven't been able to locate him. And you saw
30 on.
Jordan there just rehearsing about the miss, the backhand volley. When the ball is fading, it's dropping below the level of the ball. You're trying to get there with foot speed, but you have a tendency to reach out too far. And, that's what inevitably contributed to the miss for Jordan.
Flat versus.
Yeah, that situation for Hewitt, it reminds me a little bit of Jim Courier and Andre Agassi, the finals of Roland Garros, when Nick Bollettieri was sort of coaching both of the guys, and Nick sat in Agassi's box. I think Courier was a little upset at the time about it. He's obviously
a bit miffed.
Yeah, but it was tough for him, I think, at that time, but obviously able to put that past.
The point's going to have to be replayed.
Hindrance. Player left.
Yep. And let's hear this now.
Why didn't you call straight away?
Because I was looking at you. When the cup fell, the ball went up, so I was looking up, so I didn't see it. Then when I turned back, I saw the
So
cup.
if I did
Times I've caught my hat and no one's called let, and it actually fell off that time when I hit the lob,
No, but,
and you didn't call it.
No, but because I was looking up, so I saw it when I turned back, so I didn't call it twice. You understand what I'm saying?
Every one of you guys say different things.
No, I'm just saying that when we lob, I was looking up, so I didn't see it.
What was your take?
Well, orally toured, I think was right. I mean,
Mr. Thompson lost his cup during the rally. We play a let. Replay the point. 30 all.
yeah, when this happens, immediately the umpire should see it, call a hindrance. I think she obviously said, hey, I was watching the lob, I was watching your shot, Hewitt. Next time it happens, though, that'll be a violation of the code.
I'm sure Alex is kind of like a little peeved there because he had the advantage, didn't he?
I don't think Thompson did that intentionally.
Oh, no,
right.
Not at all. And at least the honesty of Orly Tort there, saying that she was watching the trajectory of the ball, so it's tough for her to see Jordan's cap fall.
Although it is the brightest piece of clothing he has on, so it's hard to miss it when it lands on the court. We'll tee it up again, nonetheless.
It might be just the savior for Jordan in this game.
40-30.
Again, no intention at all for Jordan to lose his cap, but provided the opportunity for him to send down that first serve, and now standing at game point.
Let Mercedes.
Boy, that's a great looking serve as it curled away from de Minaur's forehand.
2 games all, third set.
All right, so a set all and 2 games all. Stay connected to the U.S. Open on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and WhatsApp. Join the conversation with hashtag US Open. Boy, he got to that shot incredibly and actually did something when he got there. That was amazing. It was so close to the net.
Great wheels.
Oh, gets him.
30 love.
Well, once again, Thompson taking the initiative, trying to force the action. I feel like he's really trying to bully his way forward at the moment, Leaf.
Yeah, maybe trying to do a little bit of what de Minaur is doing to him. Good heavy strikes, soften the opponent up, and maybe find something even shorter to lean on. Good solid hitting here.
Game
Yeah, love service game for Alex de Minaur.
De Minaur leads 3 games to 2, third set.
And that is 3-2. We're on service.
Come on, mate. First points. Good boy.
15 love.
Yeah, good start for Thompson in his service game here at 2-3. You mentioned Marinko Matosevic. We can hear him courtside. His dad, Steven, tennis coach, taught Jordan the game from a young age. What's impressive about Jordan is that many years of his career, you know, last 8 years in the top 100, but almost always incorporating some play from the at the challenger level. You know, he always seemed to dip down and need to win a few matches there just to bolster his ranking a bit. But he's getting to the point now where he's one of the boys.
He doesn't have to do that.
No.
That was one of the knocks on Jordan, certainly when Marinko started working with him. But some of my input towards Marinko for Jordan was you've got to give up playing the challengers. I think just trying to drop down and pick up a few wins.
Boy, it is tough to drop shot de Minaur. His moves forward are like lightning.
15-13.
Interesting that Jordan opted to go with the drop shot instead of maybe going forward himself, opting to bring de Minaur forward. Paid the penalty. So this is the first real tight game for Jordan, down 15-30, that we've really seen since the first set, Leaf. So
yeah.
See how he deals with the pressure. I think this was maybe building from that last game as well. They got to 30 all when that cap fell off his head. It looked like that de Minaur was going to at least win the point and go to break point. But anyway, now he has a couple up his sleeve.
You can see there the 5 unforced errors on the forehand. That's been a bit of a problem. Well, he couldn't cover the last one, the finishing shot, and there is the break.
De Minaur leads 4 games to 2, third sets.
Adolfo's
Great work, mate.
happy with that. Round of applause from the de Minaur box. Just such a wonderful attitude, isn't it? I mean, he is uber professional, Alex. For any of the young kids watching at home, wherever it may be, around the world tuning in, I mean, Alex, he is such a great role model.
Yeah, he
50
truly
love.
is. He competes at a high level, doesn't allow the emotions, anger and frustration to get the best of him. I think that helps him, as you say, have clarity on the tennis court, because he always seems to bring that to every point.
Yeah. And I reckon the guys that end up, when he does lose, and it's not to say he loses, he forces the other players to beat him. He doesn't give over really free points. He doesn't beat himself. So I think any time that you can beat Alex de Minaur, you feel like you're on top of the world.
What an exchange. Each man trying to outmaneuver the other. And we've played 22 games. This is the 22nd game, and de Minaur has exactly 11 unforced errors. That's pretty tidy. Just doesn't give you much.
No. And
as you said, you've got to earn everything.
You do. And right now he's on this great serving platform at 11. Well, my notes, Leaf, he had a solid first game that he won, Alex de Minaur. He won the next 2 service games to love. He had a chance to go 3 in a row at love.
Game de Minaur.
All right, but he does get the game despite losing a point there. That's how solid he's been on serve in the last 3 games. And he extends the lead. De Minaur has moved to 5-2 up. Here's Thompson.
Oh. 15 love.
Aggressive return right at the feet of the charging Thompson. Tried to tailor that pass, but unable to thread the needle down the line. Something we've seen both men do well. They defend that backhand corner. That left leg exploding out to build that foundation. Novak Djokovic setting the standard for that shot.
Left second service.
Well, no time for sloppy play. Your back's to the wall here in this third set. Obviously, if you take care of your serve, you got another shot at the de Minaur serve. See if you can get it together here at 30-all. Oh, he's missed another.
40-30.
That's quite a reaction to missing that. Trying to stay positive.
Yeah, I guess positive reinforcement, isn't it? That tough part, he's made the return. And feels like that if he can force Jordan into volleying deep, his foot speed's going to be able to get him enough time to make those passing shots eventually.
Left for service. Deuce.
Yeah, that time his feet sort of took root. He couldn't get out of the way of the trajectory of that shot coming at him, as we've got a long service game here. Struggling to find the rhythm here in the third.
Advantage, Thompson.
Not timing. Backhand. In fact, he was trying to take time away from Jordan, get on top of the ball with that kind of a kick as he hits through the backhand, just catching some of the frame.
He did well. There was a fair amount of pressure and pace coming at him.
De Minaur leads 5-3, third set.
Yeah, there's Alex going out after the forehand. There's another one. He moves forward, but how short was the take back of Jordan? Absorbs the pace. You can see the coat of arms of Australia on his right bicep there. Leaf played for Australia, not only in Davis Cup, but the Olympics. Often in big matches, he will, when he wins on match point, will point towards the coat of arms. Interestingly, he bypassed playing for Australia. That the Olympics just finished in Paris. Felt like that it was too tough on his body. He has struggled with some injuries this year, Jordan. Felt like from playing all on the clay court season and then moving to the grass at Wimbledon, to go back onto the clay was going to be too tough. Opted to head to Florida. That's where he has a base in Bradenton. Got ready for the hard court season over there.
Yeah, the breezes have picked up a little bit, as you can see from some of the trees just outside Armstrong.
30-15.
Good time for a first serve like that. 30-15 is serving to close out this set, so important moments right here. Yeah, a couple of good serves there. And he's got set points. Oh, yes.
And third serve.
Excellent topspin lob, and then he cleaned it up nicely. So Alex de Minaur's got the third set, and he's got a 2-set-to-1 lead. It's his fellow countryman, Alex de Minaur. The Demon has a 2-set-to-1 lead.
15 love.
The one break of serve by de Minaur in that third set made it stand up. Very tidy set of tennis from the number 10 seed.
Was it ever? It's hard to say that Jordan played a bad set of tennis.
Yeah, well, I thought Jordan played a pretty solid set of tennis. You know, he's trying to be aggressive. Some really good tennis from Alex. Coming up with key shots at key moments. When there's that one break of serve, it's one or two moments you feel that are going to decide it.
Third, 15.
Good try.
Yeah, that third set taking 41 minutes, and you'd have to say that Alex's attention span, that the focus was almost 41 minutes worth. You wonder, question for Jordan Thompson that he'd like to be posing to Alex de Minaur is, can you maintain that focus throughout this fourth set? Usually players have a bit of a dip, but if that dip does occur, can Jordan Thompson take advantage of it? A mistake there, and this is an area for Jordan that sometimes when things get a bit too much in here for him, he feels like well, I mean, we all seek that perfection way of playing, but you know, instead of accepting I've made the error, I'm still alive, it's 30-all, he gets a little mouthy. He likes to make a few comments and that can be distracting, lower his performance.
Good boy.
40-30.
Worked with Jordan in the Junior Davis Cup program, which was for 16 and under. So, you know, Jordan is now 30 years of age. So 15 years ago, when I was the coach captain of the junior boys team, he was in the team, and that was my first introduction to Jordan. And it was amazing how the feedback that I was receiving from Jordan in matches.
Just a little wide.
Come on. That was a great point. Come on.
Yes.
Come on, mate.
And it's tough, isn't it, when you're out there playing, Lee?
Look to come in on those short balls. Come on.
Sometimes looking down the other end, you're your own critic, aren't you? And that's where the coach for Jordan, if he can put it, if Marinko can verbalize it to him, to just forget about it. Doesn't need that reaction. Dropping the racket on the ground. There's a good response. And I think this is the difference for Jordan as to why he's been having some success, quite a bit of success this year, the last 12 months even, that he's been able to respond. He's been able to just, okay, I made the mistake, I've had my little outburst, now I'm resetting. Still got the job to do here to hold.
All right, he does get the game,
New ball
despite the
speed.
struggles.
First game, 4 sets.
I think maybe he does enjoy a little bit of sort of chaos out there at times. He gets caught up in his emotions, but seems to, more often than not, get away through it.
Yeah. I was like, hey, Jordan, quieten down. You don't need to rejoice when your opponent is being almost defaulted out of the match here. He is a super lovely fella, Jordan Thompson, as is Alex, but I happen to know because of Stephen, his dad. I have known him for a number of years and have crossed paths with Jordan a number of times, and he is a funny guy. And I know how much it means for both of them to actually this match. But I think for Jordan at 30 years of age, there might not be many more opportunities in years to come for him to go deep into a quarterfinal of a slam.
Nice passing shot.
30-15.
Yeah, Thompson's trying to reach his first Grand Slam quarterfinal. And he'd certainly be on that list of oldest players to do that, including Fabrice Santoro, who got his first at 33 years of age.
Let first service.
Tom Gullickson's on that list at 30 years. Fellow cheesehead from Wisconsin, Tom Gullickson.
Is he?
Yeah.
Ah.
And also Mark Woodford on that list at 30 years of age. Boy, that was a nice ball.
I love my cheese. Does that make me a cheesehead?
No, just by association, by being with me.
Okay.
Yeah. But I see you got your first Grand Slam quarterfinal, '96 Australian Open. You were 30 years old in 3 months.
Yeah.
Must have been thrilling.
Was, certainly because it's in the backyard. Made it through to the semi-finals that year. Lost to, gosh, some loser, Boris Becker.
Oh, boom, boom.
Oh, that's what happened to me. I was boomed out the tournament.
Yeah.
1 game all.
All right, de Minaur takes care of his service game. Yeah, one thought about Becker, one of great U.S. Open champion, when he was on his game, I almost think he was unbeatable with the pace and the power he could deliver, don't you think? I mean, you got it firsthand.
Yeah. Look, I feel like I did fairly well against the top players. I picked up some wins against #1 players on a number of occasions, and the only 2 players that I didn't defeat were Boris Becker and Mats Wilander on the singles court. Both of them on the doubles court, but the singles court was that was a tough one for me, Boris, because of the power that he brought.
Well, he has hit some great lobs.
Lob 15.
That's Adolfo Gutierrez is going to be happy with this shot. And watch how he brushes up the bottom of the ball in the back of it, obviously, and creates that top spin. So it gets up in the air very quickly and then dips down. Tough to defend that. Love 15.
Sneak play there by Jordan. Like to see that.
15 on.
As soon as Alex took his racket back for a backhand slice, the eyes have to go down on the ball, and that's where Jordan quickly used his foot speed to dart forward, and it probably forced de Minaur into making an error there. Big 126 mph. I think in the first set that Jordan wasn't able to get it over 112 miles per hour. That's a big serve there, but his top speed tonight has been 130. So I think that highlights how nervous, how tight he was the first 20, 30 minutes.
Good work at the net.
$40-15.
Yeah, quick hands, quick feet.
It wasn't the best of approach shots, but it actually worked out pretty well for him. The nude approach shot, there was nothing on it. It did very well.
A little irritated about the bounce. was an injection of pace. That was a great shot cross court, and it's deuce.
Deuce.
Fantastic forehand by Alex. Generated so much sting behind the ball. Has the edge there. 10 for de Minaur, the number 10 seed. 4 for Thompson.
Look at these two balls and tell me.
If you wanted to give you a used ball, I'm fine.
That's it all.
Yes.
One slip.
Yes.
That looks like it's 20 years old.
That's pretty funny. Occasionally, you know, a ball will be lying around the court. They'll pick it up, and it's not with the original issue of balls. And I think he was saying, this ball looks like it's 20 years old. Of course, he'd like a brand new one, right, on the serve.
Yeah. But didn't bother
Advantage.
Jordan
Thompson.
there. The return a little too neutral. Just up the middle of the court. It didn't have much on it. It lacked length and pace. Jordan just swiped it. His winner, 5th on the forehand. Another game point.
All right, the lob fails to work that time. One of the few times, in fact, tonight.
Thompson leads 2 games
So
to
Thompson
1.
will be happy to sit down
Full
with a
set.
service
De Minaur leads
hold.
by 2 sets
And
to
he's
1.
ahead 2-1 here. De Minaur serving now 1-2. Oh, that was spectacular. Even De Minaur had to tap his strings saying, too good.
Love 15.
There's a compact return. Oh, on the full run at end range. To be able to work the racket head cross court. And isn't it funny?
Love 13.
You know, I guess in an odd way, Leaf, that first point, that spectacular winner, probably won Jordan that next point. It's like an easy miss for Alex de Minaur.
Oh. 15-13.
Well, no mistake on that forehand.
Led for service.
Yeah, good second serve by Alex de Minaur. Down 15-30. Unfortunately for Jordan, he's also allowing the ball to come to him. As good as what that second serve was, kind of feet got cemented to the surface. Only allowed his upper body to rotate. He's got to start with the footwork.
played the forehand.
30.
Boy, what a chance now for Thompson. An opportunity to get a break and get a lead here in the fourth. Maybe the beads are working. The fortunate beads of Coach Matosevic.
Thank you. Game, Thompson.
Wow, a double fault.
Thompson leads 3 games to 1, 4
Well,
sets.
that is an amazing development.
Come on, mate. First point. Come on.
Yeah. First double fault in this set. 3rd overall for the number 10 seed. Gives the break to Jordan Thompson.
He's thinking about getting the break right back.
And volley popped up. Is that too much time for de Minaur to use his foot speed to get over? Balance for the backhand pass.
Love 30.
Just get him more in front. If you're going
Down
down
the
low.
other end, I'm hitting it early. He hits a slow ball and I fucking hit it behind me.
Come on, get him more in front if you're going to go down the line. Come on.
Well, apologies for the language. But Thompson with a bad error there. Love 30. We're close to 80 degrees during the day today. Temperatures now down in the low 70s. Very comfortable for the players, although it is a little breezy. Oh, that was a seeing eye pass. Saw the line and dove right on it.
Did it ever? I thought this was not a bad approach shot to Leaf because the height provides the opportunity for Tomo to get closer to the net and balance. But it's still a tough volley. You can see he's kind of stretched for that first volley. Doesn't get enough on it. And Alex snaps the winner passing shot.
Oh. 15-40.
A little crowded on that forehand.
Go, mate.
some angle.
Great stuff, mate. Great stuff. Come on.
30-14.
And surviving these 2 break points so far, Leaf, without landing a first serve. So good signs.
Come on, mate. Best serve here. Nice and high. Find
Not a
your
good
rhythm.
sign
Come on.
for Alex de Minaur, because you would think that maybe this is an opportunity for Jordan to, if he lands that first serve, he can just survive. He's fended off. There's the first serve. Oh no, miss it.
Game de Minaur.
Yeah, off the frame, and
Thompson leads.
The
3
lead
games to
disappears.
2. Fourth set. De Minaur leads
so
by 2
back on
sets to
serve
1.
in the 4th. Alex de Minaur, the number
You might
10
have to
seed,
sit behind
taking
players,
on
please. Thank you.
fellow Sydney sider Jordan Thompson. It's the Battle of New South Wales tonight on Armstrong Stadium. A couple of fine Australian players making it through to the 4th round. Of course, Alexis Poprin also through to the 4th round. He came up a little short. One of these two Aussies is going to be in the quarterfinals.
This takes on Jack Draper, who he himself first time reaching a quarterfinal of a major. So obviously there's the potential to go one step or more further, deeper.
And as well as Draper has played, yet to lose a set. He's ranked 25 in the world. So
Yeah, he has a lethal game, doesn't he? But besides being left-handed, that makes it even more difficult to navigate. Who was the toughest Australian player that you faced, Lee?
30-15.
I'll tell you what, one I played alongside was Peter McNamara. I thought he was a great player.
You play doubles with him?
Yeah. We had a couple good runs. I think we won maybe the Wimbledon 35s one year. Carried me on his shoulders, I believe.
Rest in peace,
Yes.
Peter McNamara.
Lovely guy. Oh, did that catch the line? It did.
30-all.
So footwork was in operation here for Tomo. See that he not a lot of pace on the ball from de Minaur, so that is a green light for Tomo to dance around and have a rip at the forehand. So that's happened a couple of times, and I mean more than 2 tonight. Jordan, with that abbreviated take back on the forehand, he sometimes can accelerate through too quickly, and the racket face just doesn't compensate. Ends up shanking the ball.
Game de Minaur.
And of course, the more that it happens,
3 games all.
it starts to eat away at you, doesn't it, Leaf?
Yeah, it's not a good feeling. Looks like a cricket cap. Is that what that is?
That is. That is the cap that the cricketers don on their scone whilst on the field.
Well done.
The baggy green. That's what they call it.
The baggy green.
Yep.
Ooh. A little late, a little tentative. It's a time to master your emotions. Try and master your skills. 3-all in the fourth set of a match that's going to propel one of you into the quarterfinals. Plenty of pressure on the line tonight. Yeah, that's better.
15-all.
Pace of shot off the forehand. Too hot for de Minaur to handle. Now, you would think that that serve is going to be good enough against a high percentage of players, but the foot speed and the little reach by Demon just kind of bunts the ball back low at the feet, and extremely tough half volley for Tomo.
That's a good finish. Boy, that could be awkward up there on the backhand side, but he handled it well.
Yep, bravely comes forward. And maybe a bit of a surprise for Demon that he got another bite at the passing shot. The attempted overhead, going over the head of Tomo. Just coming up a bit short. Timed first serve. See there, 122 mph. Serve +1 is operational.
Unable to close out the game. Get to deuce. You know he's going to be ready.
He's probably enjoying it. Yes, got to deuce. Love these pressure moments. Decision time for Jordan. He's gone down the tee. It's probably his favourite serve.
It's a winning volley again. And maybe not the best passing shot as Thompson was able to volley down on it.
Okay, we're calling from our position is up a little high, so we're not at court level to check the speed of those volleys, but it seems like the off-pace volley is not allowing Alex to actually hit a firm passing shot. Got a lot of time to make the pass, it seems, and hits it right to Jordan. So sure that it's necessarily the bounce of the off the court. I have a feeling it's more to do with Jordan trying to take that abbreviated take back and just missed timing. Of course, when you make a mistake, something has happened. It's
something has to be wrong.
The sun or the wind or the court.
Boy, that was great return of serve.
Advantage, de Minaur.
Uh-oh.
There's the break of serve. And Thompson had a couple chances to close out the game. He had game points and unable to do it. And instead, it's de Minaur who grabs the break. Quarterfinal spot beckons for one of these two men. Right now, it's Alex de Minaur who's in a winning position. Can he get over the line?
What do you think, Leif? Anything you could recommend to Jordan, you know, at this stage, down 2-1 and just losing serve? Does he keep the foot on the accelerator, keep moving forward, or does he go back and try to extend rallies?
Yeah.
Or?
I think he's done well extending the rally and then finding that moment when he can step up and do some damage. Because he's played his way into this match, I think, at the net. It seems like a lot of good net play has helped him a lot.
So don't forget about the net position.
Yeah. I don't think he's comfortable attacking the second serve. I'm not sure that's his thing, but I think if Alex misses a first serve, maybe he can do some damage early with the return of serve. Sometimes that's a nice launch pad for first strike tennis. He tends to, you know, retreat on the second ball. Obviously, he wants to ensure he gets it back in play. Look, he's up there. Oh, that was a good reply deep in that forehand corner.
15-13.
I wonder whether that's some hesitation by de Minaur. Double faulted on the previous point, and he forgot the light was green to go forward himself. Yeah. Hoping that that ball was going to go long by Thompson. It doesn't. Now there's a bit of angst. Oh.
15-14.
That serve can go off. We haven't seen that cracks in the de Minaur service game. 2 double faults in this one.
And then he knocked off the forehand. I'm not sure he can believe it. He's back in it. A couple of double faults hurt de Minaur in that game.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a respect for both players, please
second
hold your
point.
emotion until
Alex
the end of the point.
won the first point fair and square, but he welcomed Jordan back into the game. Double faults on the next point. Let a ball go. Instead of volleying it on the next, another double fault. And well, maybe tension up both ends of the court right now.
Love 15.
Unforced errors are a big part of this fourth set. Now that's a better sort of play from de Minaur in terms of the pass. He got it down low. And obviously you have to respect his speed, so maybe you can't play the drop volley. Love 30.
Boy, and
Love 40.
it can happen though, can't it, Leaf? I believe when you see your opponent get tight, Jordan's just witnessed Alex de Minaur get a little shaky, a couple of double faults and leaves the ball. Draw level, 4 games each, and then the nerves come up your end of the court. They invade your mindset. Just survives there.
15-40.
A very unique way, just approaching right up the middle of the court.
Come on, one at a time.
30-14.
Retreating after the second serve. Just holds his ground, and so when the return is placed, if it loses any length, it's able to quickly rebound, hit the forehand and follow it into net.
He's got it. That's a battle just to get back to deuce. Oh, the match, you feel hanging in the balance in those moments.
Well, he's the one that's being proactive, Jordan Thompson.
Come on, mate, come on. Take your time.
Very close to the sideline, but definitely in.
Advantage, Thompson.
Pacey first serve, Leaf. That adrenaline kicking in, possibly. 27 miles per hour.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. Thompson eats up that lob. What a recovery from love 40
Thompson
down.
leads 5 games to 4. Fourth
And
set.
he may have saved his chances of winning this match. Certainly of winning this fourth game for Thompson.
Love.
Now, both these men move so well. That was a great move forward. It wasn't a bad play.
It was the awareness of Tomo. Got the ball low and anticipated that the response was going to be a drop shot, or drop volley, I should say.
Yeah. Alex trying a little body English there to make that carry the line, but no, it landed in.
See the second serve here, Leaf. Pretty good.
30-15.
That fella's forgotten that both of them are Australian. So not surrendering any territory at all in that rally. And missing the forehand long, and he was at least 2 or 3 feet inside the baseline. So now it's his turn to settle himself down, take a bit of time.
Telling himself, you've got to get some clearance over the net. That's the first obstacle. The dream catcher. Good aggression there. Boy, here we are at deuce.
Yeah, I really like that play. It's not about having to hit a winner on the return, but it's just moving forward, using your weight going through the returner serve and just nudging it, banking on your foot speed forward.
Advantage, de Minaur.
Dials up the first serve, and he went into the forehand where Thompson had a couple of nervous misses.
5 games all, 4 sets.
So 5 games all. In the 4th set. .39 match wins for de Minaur this season, going for number 40 and trying to reach a 3rd Grand Slam quarterfinal. I should say a 4th. The first one happening here at the US Open, French Open, and Wimbledon this year. Can he make it a 4th here in New York?
He was awfully close in Australia this year, losing in the 4th round. Titanic 5-set match with Andrei Rublev. On a packed Rod Laver arena.
Yeah, this year at the US Open, Rublev beaten by Grigor Dimitrov. 5 sets. Dimitrov taking on Tiafoe for a spot in the semifinals.
Jordan.
15-13.
Seems like she's alluding to that it happens every time. Every time.
I think they're pulling for the Australian today.
The only thing missing from those hats?
The little cork?
The corks.
Yeah, right.
On the string. Keep away those blowflies. Maybe what's missing is a can of beer in their hand as well.
Yeah, maybe.
A tinny. Well, that's a gutsy play, I have to say. 15-30 down. Frustrations are starting to boil over. It's that first serve, but a really solid sneak play by Jordan Thompson. Extracts the error. Back to 30 all.
goodness. Boy, that is a point he should have won.
30-40.
Well, we've talked about how pressure can have such an impact in a match. I mean, surely that backhand volley was a finishing play, but
Yeah, you've got to put that volley away. It's like he thought the point was over, didn't commit to it at all.
oh yes. Oh, he dug deep, found sort of the bravery, the courage to execute that shot.
Indeed, half volley pickup. And able to move around. Look at the setup there. Near perfect. He's able to get that right leg down, compress onto the court, and drive through across to the left.
The pass. Exceptional movement. And threads the needle.
Advantage, de Minaur.
Well, Leif, I mean, these guys are really prodding, they're probing, taking stabs at each other. Tension has risen dramatically, but under the circumstances, that is an amazing pass by de Minaur.
Another chance for 6-5. Well, he had the volley, but missed it over the baseline. De Minaur has the break. And this time, it's a chance to serve for the match.
You can see the breeze just on the back of his shirt and the hair as well. That itself makes it a bit more delicate out here. There's plenty of tension up both ends of the court. You can see the idea for de Minaur was trying to move forward. He's playing just inside the baseline.
The pace of it. Come on, mate. Come on.
That's the assessment from Marinko Matosevic. Looked like that it was an off-pace first serve, and if that's the case, then the footwork of Thompson's just got to pick up.
15-13.
And look at the double faults. Well, that was a big point.
30-all.
Go, bud. Here we go.
The 2-second serves that he's had to send down in this game have been so close. Deep.
14-13.
Found the rhythm there with the number 10 seed.
Yeah, just his 5th ace, the first of the 4th set. And here's a match point. And Alex de Minaur is into the quarterfinals.
6-all, 3-6, 6-3, 7-5.
Yeah, that's a nice moment. And not only is he going to play for a spot in the semifinals, he joins a pretty exclusive club of Aussies who've gone to 3 quarterfinals or more in a calendar year.